Hey, what up dudes and dudettes, I'm Chris from Virus, and today I'm gonna give you a review from Transformer. It's a KO Hexatron, the third party KO. It's a pretty good KO. I mean, it looks pretty menacing. Has a couple of bad points on it, but on the shelf it's gonna look just awesome. Now, it could be fixed, some of the issues, but it's pretty nice. I ordered it from Sir Toys. Me and a couple of buddies ordered this guy. I don't know if it's still available, but it's a pretty nice figure. I didn't order it with the box. I think with the box it was gonna be a little bit more expensive, but like this, it cost us 30 bucks each. So we ordered 3 of them, so less shipping. So this is the way that it comes, just a bubble and a plastic thing on the top, and has the instructions, the 2 swords and the 2 guns, and that's it. Now the swords, pretty badass sword, man. Has nice paint apps, I'm sorry, silver paint. It's pretty cool, like black, silver. It looks pretty cool. The handle is black. It's pretty nice, man. Reminds me a lot of a Cloud from Final Fantasy. And this guy got 2 of them, so they look just awesome. The detail is just spot on. Just for the swords, this guy is worth it. Because I think they sell it separately as well. I don't know if they have like die-cast some of them. Pretty much I think it's gonna be die-cast on the original Hexatron, but this is just amazing. Pretty nice work on the swords, man. And then we have the guns. The guns also has nice finished green silver on it. Looks awesome. Wish they have more guns, a couple of guns, but if you have the original one you can use these ones, and your tank mode is gonna look just badass, because on tank mode is where you can pick more guns on it. That's what I noticed. So yeah, that's a pretty nice gun, or rifle, or whatever you want to call it. It's really good, really detailed. Here inside, maybe you can paint it red inside so you can look more menacing, but it's just awesome. 2 accessories are pretty cool. Well, 4 accessories, and the instruction booklet is colored. It has a twist and color so you can be sure what you're doing, and it's pretty cool instructions. You can understand it right away. Now let's take a look up to the, and here we have Hexatron 6-shot dark version. It's pretty cool, as you can see. I don't know if the wheels have to be on the outside or the inside. I don't know how the transformation goes properly, but I have it like that right now, just to show you guys this figure. It is pretty good. Let me check something. Hold on. It's kind of hard to focus on this guy because it's kind of big. I don't have a nice spot right now. And well, there it is. I'm sorry. So it's a pretty good figure. Feels kind of okay. I mean, it's like grabbing a leader class from the new Hasbro, I think. So yeah, it's not that hollow, but it does feel like cheap plastic on it. It does feel like that, Hasbro wise. Yeah, just like that. Articulation is pretty nice on this guy, but I'm gonna check the details on it first. So we have the little wings here. You can open it up. See inside of this part here. It's pretty cool. Has the paint goldish, greenish parts. Kind of slappy paint, but because it's very dark, it doesn't show a lot of like the crappy paint or anything like that. It doesn't seem like crappy paint to me. A couple of parts, like this part here, like they barely painted, but it doesn't show that much. Loose parts. This part is the loosest part, and this part's when it's Another mode. I think that's the only two parts that they're loose on this guy. And one tire, yeah, this tire. This part here is a little bit loose, but you can open it up, put a little bit of crazy glue on it, and it's gonna look fine. So no, don't worry about it. The biggest regret that I will not regret it, rant. I don't know what I want to say. Something that I didn't like about this guy is that they didn't include the pivot on it, so you can move the feet back side to side. So when you're standing up, the feet are looking back, and it doesn't balance that much. But you can try it out, and it can stay, so no problem with that. But still, it will be nice that the feet were on the floor like the original one. But that's cool. That's just one thing. But the biggest bad part of this guy is the head, man. Gonna show you like this. The head is one piece. It doesn't have articulation on the head. You cannot rotate it, move it, or swivel it. It has a big hole on it as well. Check that out. It's just one piece. It's because in the original, I think the helmet can get out and you can just put on the face. I think this is just the part of the helmet, and they just include the eyes there. Also, the eyes are not painted that much, but you don't notice because they're inside of the helmet, so that doesn't bother me a lot. But it's pretty nice still. You can fix that. Maybe you can cut the head up, put a little magnet there, a screw, and you're gonna have a rotating head now, if you wish. But it's a pretty cool figure still. I mean, I paid 30 bucks. I think the original one cost like 200 or 250. Sometimes there's 100 bucks or maybe 150, but still 30 bucks beats that. I just got a KO from this guy just to see what's going on. Maybe I'm gonna sell it as well. I don't know. Just wanna play and molest this figure because, well, it's 6-shot, man. It's a badass figure. I wish I got the original one from when they came out. It's a pretty nice figure. There's another one coming out with more accessories. I hope I can get it because it's really good. And well, let's see articulation. Well, we already started. The head, you just move it side, back, and just their transformation wise. The arms have nice articulation. And I don't know if they're missing panels or anything, but you can see the arm, you can move it sideways. It's pretty nice. Has rotation, kind of ratchety. The ratchets are not very good quality because of the plastic, but still they're there and stiff. It is not gonna move. This is pretty nice. I like it. It has rotation here on the bicep and rotation here on the arm, so that's double rotation on the elbow. It has ratchet joint on the elbow. That's pretty good. And one thing that I want to mention is that on my right side elbow it doesn't have the ratchet because it seems that inside it got broken, or maybe they forgot to put it in there. But but still, it's a stiff joint. It doesn't move, so it's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. Yes, another thing that it doesn't come like the original one is that the fingers do not move. They're fixed. It's a molded hand. Still, it's a good molded hand, but very plain on the inside, as you can see. Doesn't have a lot of details on the inside, but on the outside it's pretty nice. You can paint it and have a nice, but it still can hold the weapons and all. And the hand is in a ball joint. You can rotate it side to side, up and down, 360 degrees. No problem with that. The waist, you can rotate it 360 degrees. No problem with that. And this part here is super smooth articulation. I like this part. Here's the holster for the swords. You can peg them here on each side. I will show you later on. But this part is moves. It is very smooth, man. It's really nice feeling to that movement. Kind of weird now. So on the legs, has articulation like this. You can do the splits Van Damme style. No problem with that. Has rigidy joints. Needs to be fixed a little bit, but still they're stiff, so no problem with that. Move it to the front, to the back. It's pretty cool. Has articulation on the thigh. You can rotate it 360 degrees. This articulation is pretty cool on the knee. Very stiff. This one is better than the other one, except for it's because the plastic is not like super tough plastic. It's just kind of smooth plastic, and when you move it, it starts to worn out, and then ultimately you get this. But not all of them. No, all the parts are the same. And on the, well, that's it. And well, on here, I'm sorry, cracking it open now. And on the feet, you can move it up. You can move this a little bit part here, like this. It's part of the transformation. And also here on the back, you have this. It's just missing that pivot. With that pivot, this guy will be just almost perfect like the original one, but it's a KO. I mean, it's just a good KO. If you want to do a custom, this guy is great for that, man. It's great for that. You can paint it and do whatever you want with it. The head, you can also, even if you want, if you are a good sculptor, you can do the head and then use this as a helmet if you wish. But you have to put holes on the, you have to be very careful with it. You have to have the correct tools for that. I don't have them yet. If I had it, I will do that. And let's put the weapons. Or before that, we're gonna measure them. And here we have a couple of figures from different series. MP1, of course, is gonna be bigger. I think if I had MP10, it will be almost the same size of Hexatron. You can see MP Pro, so fits a nice scale. We have Ryan Fox from the Deluxe series, kind of small figure. We have this big guy, Springer. It's a tall Voyager, and as you can see, also it's a nice scale. I don't know if I think Hexatron is supposed to be like on the size of MP1. It's supposed to be a big Decepticon, or I don't know if it's a Decepticon, or you know, because if you see the show, Headmasters, and then the other one who changed his name, or it's a different one, but well, whatever. So yeah, this is the size. It's a pretty nice size to be on the MP collection. It's pretty nice. It's a big butt indeed. Let's take it out. And as you can see, you can use the sword on MP1 and also the gun if you like. And here we have Hexatron holding his well, with the weapons stored on him. As you can see here on the side, we have the swords on the side. Let's see if I can move this part here. It holds pretty nice. Like I said before, it has nice movement on it. So you can put it like this if you like. It has nice posability to it. You can also put the arms like this. Try to put it like this, but it's gonna hinder because of all that stuff. I don't know if the original has more articulation than this. If it has, pretty cool. But still, the swords look pretty nice on him. And here in the back we have the guns. 2 rifles. Has 2 pegs on the back. Just take it out. Just put it in there. Same goes on this side. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So yeah, now let's hold some weapons. And here we have holding his 2 swords. I put it like this, but you can extend this part here, just like that. and it looks pretty nice. Also, I just want to show you this part here. Has two pegs, one for the palm grab and one for the finger grab. The finger grab is so it can look like he's holding it with his fingers, but they don't close that well. Unfortunately, it's not like the original one. It's just molded in, but still it is a pretty nice figure. Can't complain. 30 bucks. Like I said before, only the swords. For the swords alone, this guy's worth it. It's pretty nice. You can do whatever you want with this guy. Alright, and well, we have the guns, the rifles. They look pretty nice on him as well. 1, 2. Fortunately, the head cannot rotate. So before, I can fix that with a little magnet and a screw right away, but no problem with that. But if I'm not gonna keep this guy, I will just leave it like that. But I think I'm gonna keep it. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It's a pretty nice figure, man. Yeah, keeping. Alright, so here we have the wolf mode. It is not my favorite mode, but it's there. Yeah, it's kind of flimsy on this mode because this part here doesn't have like a nice peg in there. The head of the wolf, it is pretty cool, but doesn't have articulation on the mouth. The head is on a ball joint, which I don't get it. The wolf has articulation, but the robot does not have, so it's kinda sucks. It's a mess. This mode is just a mess. Like the G1 is just, I don't like it that much. I mean, even if it stays still, I mean, I don't like this mode a lot. It is there, the original as well, but not like it that much at all. And here we have the flying thing, airplane, spaceship, whatever. And it's a really badass spaceship, man. It's just awesome. Has the guns here. It didn't even include the little landing gear. I mean, for being a KO, that little detail is pretty nice. And still, no movement on the head. Yeah, I'm gonna nag all the video about that. That's the only thing that messed up this guy for me. I'm like, ah, man, if only the head can move. But yeah, it's pretty badass. And I put the swords there so you can look that you can also store the swords and airplane mode, and it looks pretty cool on the top. Check that out. I will put pictures of this guy, so don't worry about it. And here we have without the swords on the top. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. It has two pegs here, one here, one here. You can also include another gun in there, but unfortunately you just have two. But it looks pretty nice on the back. But if you have two, you can have four on spaceship mode. This part here is the cockpit, and doesn't have any paint. You can paint something on it and it's gonna look cool. It's a really nice spaceship, really solid, pretty cool. And now the gun. As you can see, this can serve like a trigger. It's a little bit loose, but there's the purpose of a trigger there. As you can see, it's a pretty nice gun thing going on. It's pretty cool. I wish it had more cannons, or sticking out from the big cannon in the middle. That will look pretty cool. But still, it's a great gun to hold, and it feels pretty nice. Awesome. Here you have the car mode. This is a pretty cool mode as well. It rolls pretty cool. It has these two rifles on the top. You can put the swords also there. I'm gonna put it later on. As you can see, this part here is loose. This is also a very loose mode. This part here doesn't assemble that much. I don't know if the original has the same problem, but still the details are there. Armor, car mode is looking really badass. Even for a KO, this guy is awesome, man. I mean, you got a 6 transformer guy, and it's a leader class size wise, so it's just awesome. The swords on him, it looks like this is the I'm gonna Mew mode. Look at that guy. Gonna shoot you and then run over you and stab you. It's just sick and awesome at the same time. Badass all over this guy. I wish I can get my hands on the original one. And here we have last transformation. This is the tank mode, and it is pretty cool. Pretty solid tank mode. It's kind of cool. This is the mode that you can insert more guns into it, but unfortunately it just comes with 2. But if you have the first Hexatron, the original one, and if you get this one, you can use the guns from this one and use it with the other one. You can insert other 2 here. One here, one here, one here in the back, here on the back as well. You can insert 2 here, but I think that's gonna be too much. And it's gonna look pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty nice. Tank mode. Not the best mode at all, but it's good. It doesn't have any tires here on the bottom. It's just for show. It's supposed to stay here together, but it doesn't assemble that much. I don't know if it's just for the KO or the original has the same problem, but still it's a pretty nice cool looking tank. Kinda looks like a Corpinac or something like that with these things here on the front, but it's pretty nice. I do like it. Check that out from the top. It is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright guys, well, this is gonna be all. I hope you enjoyed this review. It's gonna be long, but I hope you watch it because there's not a lot of reviews from this guy. I mean the KO wise. And it's a really good figure to have on display. I mean, to display, it's just gonna look very menacing, very good. And I like this way that the sword is on the back like this. It looks pretty cool, pretty epic. So yeah, I will put some pictures of this guy at the end so you can enjoy some of the modes of this figure. This is gonna be all. Beers or us out, baby. Later.